It's been an incredible privilege to be in this city filming for the new channel with Oliver. We're filming for our new channel that will launch in the spring, and we filmed everything from the history of Venice through to the local crafts like paper marbling and of course glass blowing. Clearly we had to give it a try for ourselves. Through the most luxurious places to stay in the city, to the theatre, both in puppet and human form, and a glimpse into some of the most sumptuous museums of Venice. But maybe more importantly, we've had a really good laugh filming it. I have to say, you're looking very elegant whilst droning. That's a pretty cool droning outfit.
It's sort of drone style.
It is.
Just how I look now, yeah.
Yeah, he just shows how it's done.
Yeah. That's why I can charge more.
What? Charge? Did we talk about?
We didn't not talk about it. So
When you become a professional drainer, what you do is you put one foot like this because you're so relaxed. It's not a problem. So obviously I've never flown a drone, but when I do it, it'd be like.
Oh, there he is, Mini Dan. Ah, Mini Dan's landing. But now it's time to go home back to Lalande, and I have to admit, I am more than ready to see it again. So the first thing I want to do when I get back is see how things are going there. Though probably we'll have a little aperitif first, because I bought a delicious local alcohol made with artichokes grown on a local island, and I've taken that back with some taralli biscuits, and we'll be having that for aperitif with everyone as soon as we get home. But first, I'm desperately waiting for a phone call from my mother, or Percy, because she's in surgery this morning having her eye operation, and I have been worried sick all night, not knowing how it was going to go. My mother's blind in one eye, so the other eye is very, very precious.
It's done, and I'm relieved and I'm very pleased. That was a great success, and that's it. I see the surgeon again tomorrow.
I'm happy, Mummy, as well. I hope that it helps.
Well, exactly. This is what we have to find, and I hope it helps too. And we will see. And would you believe it? I was waiting there, and the woman came in. Hello, she said. I love watching you at the chateau.
Oh, Mummy, that must have cheered you up as you were about to go in.
It did. It brought you a bit closer somehow.
I wish I'd been there, Mama.
All is well, don't you worry.
You look very, very fetching. You could start a new trend.
Bye, darling.
I love you, Mummy.
Look after yourself, won't you?
We're flying home today. We're on our way to the airport. I don't think that there can be a more spectacular route to and from an airport from any other city in the world. I'm so relieved now that I've spoken to Mummy. She seems in high spirits. It's been a worrying morning. I think she also was quite concerned, but she never tells me when she is. She just doesn't like to worry anyone, and that causes even more worry because I wonder about all the things she's not telling me half the time. We've made it to the bag drop-off, but I'm laughing because, I mean, totally without meaning to, Philip and I match our luggage. This level of colour coordination was absolutely not planned. I don't think we could have achieved it if we tried, honestly. This is it, Paris, here we come. We have made it to Paris. We are in a rental car rather than getting a train home because Philip, in his infinite wisdom, has bought something on eBay that needs collecting in the centre of Paris, and the others took my car home when they landed before us a few days ago. So we're off, and obviously we need entertaining for a pretty long journey. We've got about 4 hours ahead of us, and we've decided that in memory of our great Valentine's night before we left for Venice, we will be listening to a Barbara Cartland novel on the way home. We've chosen Rivals for Love. Now, I've never read a Barbara Cartland novel. I'm pretty certain Philip hasn't. Philip?
No, I haven't.
You're like an avid fan.
Secretly, yes.
So we chose it based on the shortest one. I think it's 4 hours, is it?
No, less than that. So the shortest one was
4 hours.
3 hours and 38 minutes. And then the one we chose was 3 hours and 41 minutes because it had a bigger palace on the front.
Bigger stately home on the front cover. So
yes.
Obviously that was the big decision maker. So this is it. Barbara Cartland for 4 hours, probably punctuated by McDonald's. The two, I'm sure, will go very well together. So when you said it was in the centre of Paris, you really did mean it.
Yes. Yes.
It's just we're swiftly approaching the most infamous roundabout in all of France.
Artificial?
Yes.
Isn't it like 6 lanes or something?
Yeah, it's like bumper cars. But hey, I'm ready. I'm ready for this.
I think we're fine.
Turn right onto
Oh, we're coming up fast.
Yes.
Saved in the nick of time. Oh, right.
I told you I was overlooking. Oh,
You
talk
did.
about right.
You
need to
did
go
tell
right
me.
here.
You did tell me. Well, this is not a bad place to be collecting an eBay purchase. What is it?
It's very posh porcelain.
Posh porcelain.
Actually, not that posh. But it's a set that I bought at auction a really long time ago. And it wasn't complete, but I really love the pattern. I know you really love the pattern.
Is it the pink one?
It's the pink one. Well, purple. This is the first time I found the milk jug, and it's a complete 12-person set. So
Okay, we'll have a little peek when you get back if we can. If
Sure.
not, tomorrow. There he is. That seems like quite a big box.
It's not everything.
What? There's more?
2 more boxes. But the other ones are really small, so this is the
The main one.
2 biggest ones. Yes. You want to see?
Yes, definitely.
This might be the milk jug, actually. It is. So this is my favorite piece
The
of...
famous milk jug. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I do love this set so
It's
much.
slightly different than the one I have, because the one I have has got all the flowers painted here as well.
Really
But
super pretty.
Close enough. Same make as well.
Hurrah! This is it. We can go back to Lalande now.
Yes. With porcelain.
So what was the place like?
It was beautiful. Some of the buildings around here are really modern, but that building looked really old and it had an amazing staircase. The apartments were beautiful, like curved doors, like it's just wonderful. She was saying that this used to be her aunt's service and she thinks it's never been used. It's in perfect condition, complete. She said she loves it too, but she got so many nice things that she feels like she had to part with some.
I didn't realise it came with all the little plates as well.
Yeah. So it's complete for 12 people. And I haven't seen these bits, but I think... Yes, see?
2 teapots.
No, a coffee pot and a teapot. These are way bigger than the ones I have, see?
Way bigger, yeah.
But it's amazing because the tiny one holds, you use that one a lot,
Yeah,
holds
I
about
love it.
1 to 2 cups of tea, I think. They're quite large cups. And this will...
Okay, well I could just unwrap all of this and look at it, but shall we get home?
Yes, I'm really excited. Can we use this tomorrow or tonight or...
Probably tomorrow, realistically, but 100% definitely, I'd love that.
If I wash them now, we can use them for McDonald's.
I'm really falling asleep. I mean, Barbara's great, but she's just putting me into a trance, which is not good when driving.
To be fair, the narrator has a really soothing voice.
It's like ASMR.
I don't particularly love ASMR.
I love ASMR,
Yeah.
but too much because I can't listen to it in the car. My goodness.
I was dozing off as well, so I'm going to put in some power ballads instead so we can sing along to that.
You're a happy, happy man.
Yes. I ordered a regular hamburger, and I've never seen this before, a double hamburger.
Truly, the universe has blessed you. Oh, it feels so good to be home. Oh, I'm looking forward to being here for a while. We've been home for 30 seconds and Sabina and I have started on the really very, very lovely Amaury Nostana, which is made of samphire and artichokes. That's the main thing.
I also managed to finish it.
Oh, and seawater. It's really nice, isn't it? And the Torali biscuits, that's critical. And these are with rosemary and potato. And whilst we were doing this, Philip is mesmerising Amaury. I think it's fair to say, Amaury, you can't look away.
I've been doing much more.
By the new set, which is really pretty. You're in your happy place. Amaury was just fondling the famous milk jug and asking how they managed to actually do
He was
that.
asking me.
Well, no, but look, feel that they've managed to like have a.
It's a little lattice pattern, isn't it?
That's crazy how they managed to do that.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
can feel it.
Is that masking tape?
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll sling it in the dishwasher, it'll be clean. He'll be like new.
I've just woken up back at Lalande and I've spoken to my mother and her eye operation has gone really well and she can see out of her good eye. So I'm super relieved. It's looking like a great day. And to top even that, Philip has brought me a cup of tea in the new set. This is actually the teapot that he had already, the little one. And now he's obviously got a very large teapot and a coffee pot that he is hoping to use for hot chocolate, which I think is far more sensible than coffee. But I'm still on the teapot for one in the morning. But isn't it a beautiful set? So, so pretty. Today is getting better and better because I can see Amaury and Dan is helping him unpacking a delivery of wood. How exciting, because it was supposed to arrive yesterday, didn't arrive. We started to get into a little bit of a panic that it wouldn't arrive. Let's go and see what's happening outside. Oh, I can see them all out there. I think they're bringing in the bits of wood. And actually, I just quickly wanted to show you, whilst I was still in Venice, Marie came to visit. I'm so sad I missed her. And look, she's left traces everywhere with beautiful, beautiful flowers. Right, let's see what's happening. Morning all. Morning, how are you? Oh, hello, I see you're helping.
Slave labour and all that.
How long have we been waiting for this?
3 months? 3 months? Is it 3 months?
I can't believe it's here.
3 months, I think.
I looked out of the window and I was like, what? No way. No way.
Dan. No, it was Annalise. Annalise said when she pulled in, she said, oh.
Sorry, hi Dave, sorry.
Oh, I saw you. It's just had this big beaming smile on your face. No, I didn't.
He was unloading the lorry like that every piece. Oh, look at it. Oh, look how straight it is.
It's wonderful. So, we've got plenty of wood for 3 jobs.
Yeah, we've got everything we need for the marquee sitting room. What are the other 2 jobs that we've got wood
marquee
for?
sitting room, the grand salon.
Yeah, so for the bits that we don't have, that we'll have to make from
That we have
scratch.
to make from scratch, and also shutters, internal shutters.
Fantastic. Oh, Dan and Davey are having the time of their lives.
I think it's less fun for us than it is for him.
Look at you just grinning. It's adorable.
It's just nice. I'm happy. Like these sections, these planks here, these are for the actual panels themselves. So I'll be biscuiting them to actually make them wider.
Oh, good. I love a good biscuited bit of wood.
Yeah.
What
You
does?
can't dunk those ones though.
Yeah. What's biscuiting, Amaury?
It's a way of jointing wood together. Whereas what you could do is you could make a rabbet with a piece of timber that goes into both pieces of planks. But the trouble is, if you're going to be doing any kind of moulding around the perimeter,
Yes.
you're going to be showing that there'll be 2 different grains.
Okay.
Yeah. So what you do is you biscuit or you domino. There's 2 techniques to doing it, but it's not actually doing anything on the actual external perimeter around the planks, because you need that to be seamless. So the biscuits or the dominoes are just probably, say, on a piece that wide, you probably put maybe 6 or 7 biscuits or dominoes to join them together, and it makes it just a wider panel.
Okay, I mean, you may as well have been telling me astrophysics, but my takeaway is that we're not rabbiting them, we're biscuiting them. Yeah?
That's it, yeah.
You're with that?
Yeah, biscuit.
Good biscuit. Biscuit, not rabbit.
Digestive them.
Literally just set it up though. We're not going to rabbit them, we're going to biscuit or domino them.
Brilliant.
Does this mean you get to use a 3-headed tenon? I feel like we spoke about it a lot.
I don't know if
People are very excited.
I'm excited.
I don't know if this job justifies to bring out the big guns.
I don't know what job ever will. That 3-headed tenon is too good to use.
Doesn't even exist. Was it just a posh word he said, just to look
Over and over again.
carpentry when he first came?
And Dave, how was your time in the chateau when we were away?
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah. Not too scary.
No, not scary at
It's
all.
not a scary house, is it? I tell people that. It's really not.
There was no noise, no wind. It was beautiful weather. Yeah, it was great.
Dave was saying he really got into it and he was just walking around in silk robes and stuff all the time.
Yeah. Good.
My smoking jacket on and slippers. And,
Cigar and whiskey in front of the fire.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, it looks like you might be the next chatelaine. We've been through 2 of us already, me and Dan.
You're not trusting to be chatelaine.
No. You don't wear silk robes enough.
Why would I want to? when I've got my birthday suit.
And this wood came all the way from Belgium.
Explain that one to me.
Thank you, Davey, for sourcing wood where we failed.
Thank you.
What a man. He always comes through, Davey, doesn't he?
Yeah, he really does.
Dan, do you not have 2 children?
What?
I think you might have lost
Is
one.
there not 2 there?
No, there's only one.
Oh, well, that's why you always have a spare. A spare.
I can't stress enough how long we've been waiting for this day. It looks like it's just the unpacking of some pretty bog standard bits of wood, but this... I'm so sorry, Amaury, that I just called your wood bog standard.
This is not just any wood. This is Belgian wood.
And why are we using sapele?
Because it's cheaper than oak.
Cheaper than oak, but it's a hardwood.
So it's a hard wood with a low oil content. So yeah, so it's absolutely. And I think it's got a much nicer grain than oak personally.
Really?
Yeah, I like it. I really do like it.
Actually, that is a lovely grain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
see
it's
what you
very
mean.
similar to oak.
It's very, very nice.
So it's very close to similar to oak, but for the price, it's a brilliant substitute. Absolutely brilliant substitute.
So what we're looking at here is 10,000 euros worth of wood.
Nine and 9
and a bit.
9 and a bit plus VAT.
Well, Davey's done an amazing job sourcing it at this price. Having said that, from my perspective, it's not the most exciting thing that one could see for 10,000.
Seriously.
You know, like, there is nothing more exciting than this. I'll tell you what, when that is on the wall as panelling, there is literally nothing I would find more exciting.
That's what I was going to say. But that's what also costs a bit, because I don't have the time, is we've got to... It's been planed up, so it's squared timber. Usually I process my own timber, so it turns up sawn timber, so it's rough and a bit wavy here and there, so I plane it myself. But what I love is when it turns up sawn, and then you look at the finished job, that's the cool bit. You think,
we see that difference. We've been waiting for so long. We couldn't finish it at Christmas, obviously in the Christmas special. Yeah. We had to change everything because we couldn't finish the marquee sitting room. And from this to a finished Renaissance room in the chateau, that's going to be some transformation.
Yeah, that is.
And I know it's for TV, but I will be filming every step of the way. And as soon as it's out on TV, I'll be showing the whole process to everyone on the Chateau Diaries. So don't worry, if you're not in England, you're not going to miss anything. We're filming absolutely the whole process.
He just loves his wood.
He loves it. He just loves it.
Look at him stroking his wood. Oh.
Daniel?
What? Oh, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It feels different to how I expected. It's a lot harder.
It's different to lots of different...
For the age.
Yeah. But all wood's different. It feels different.
Some's harder than others, yeah.
Some is...
Do you prefer hard wood or...
As long as it gets the job done, I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
So you've got a lot of help over here as well.
Yay, great. Yeah, so I'm just fixing these back up, which is what we took out of the pantry.
Yeah. I love this with the hooks for the meat.
Yeah, because they didn't really come out in one piece. They were brittle and they were kind of like built into the wall.
Yeah.
So I got them off best I can, so I'm just sanding them down now. And I think you wanted them higher?
I think so, above the fridges. So we need to measure up, and then I can get some fridges in there, which would be fantastic.
Yeah. Should we do that now?
Can we see how this looks in there as well?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay, so this is where the fridges will go.
Yeah.
So that has to go above them, higher than it used to be.
This bit was on
that was that
this
bit.
part of the wall.
It's
And I think
great.
it was about there.
Yeah, I think we can go a tiny bit higher. Oh, that's too high, because if we put anything on top, I mean, it does look,
But
it
don't
looks
forget,
good.
if you're getting high freezers,
Yeah.
well, I mean, the top's got to be under there, really. So there's another rail going on
Yeah.
that wall as well.
Okay, so it goes
So that
round.
would have to be above
Okay.
the freezer, you know?
Then maybe we just store a step ladder in here, and up at the top we store all the things that we don't use very often, but that we need to keep.
Yeah.
What have we got here? 208. I thought it was more than that, I'm quite surprised. Anyway, 208. And, well, yeah, sky's the limit. So Dan, as soon as I know what we can fit here and how tall they are, I'll get them all the same size.
Okay.
And then we can put those in accordingly. We're in a bit of a hurry for this area because obviously when the season starts, we want to have the pantry completely sorted. So this is the next job that Dan and I are working on whilst Amaury gets on with 2 pretty major jobs over the other side.
Just freezers or freezers, fridges?
Fridges. I think actually fridges are possibly even more important because that's what we're really lacking with space. We'll get a bigger one in the kitchen, but we also need probably a drinks fridge through here.
Okay.
I'm going to go and see how Philip's getting on. He's been measuring over in the Marquis sitting room, and I better order a fridge.
A lot of measuring content going on in this.
I can see you've got Marie flowers too.
And actually I'm working here just because of the flowers.
And
I was working upstairs.
Oh, so you came down to be near them?
Yeah.
There's a beautiful bouquet in my room as well.
Yes.
Really beautiful. Now let's go and see the room itself because this is for the Marquis sitting room. We have to go through the Grand Salon. Now Amaury's only been back a couple of days, so there won't be any change in here yet. The lining of the walls is looking really good. And through the winter salon and the Wedgwood room, and now you can see where all of the furniture from the Grand Salon has been stored whilst Amaury's working in there, and we have cleared it all out of here so that we can properly get on. And this is what you all saw. Hello!
I've measured for the clothing,
Yeah.
and now I am trying to find which style would historically be accurate for said period.
This is the new book you got in Venice.
Yes, it's so useful. At the very beginning of each chapter, they've got like things like...
Okay, still Louis XIII.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's appropriate.
Perfect, really perfect. Because Louis XIII was the first half of the 1600s, around 1600 to 1650, around. And this tapestry, this is a wallpaper by Watts of Westminster, and it's based on a tapestry, a suite of tapestries found in Walterton Hall in Norfolk in England. And the tapestries were made, they're not too sure where, maybe Antwerp, maybe Soho, around the mid-17th century, so around 1650. So Louis XIII and this tapestry, and in fact this building, because this building will have been here from about the 1500s.
So they've actually got 2 profiles of mouldings.
Amazing. So see if you can find something along those lines. We want something pretty grand. And if you look at this wooden light that I was given by my aunt, Amaury's mother, yeah, you can see the kind of solid, big carving, which I think is appropriate for that period.
I'm going to get some options together for you to choose from.
Amazing. Okay. Something quite chunky. And then Amaury is going for a very solid, hard wood paneling underneath, which will be in sapele. Really exciting times in this room. These are the 2 main projects currently happening in the chateau, the Grand Salon and this room, and a huge shout out to my patrons because it is because of all of you that we have been able to source all of this wood. When we first moved in, we managed to insulate and put up plasterboard in here. We painted, I made curtains, and in fact the same curtains will be coming back, so that's great. They're from the same company as the wallpaper. All these years later, I've been able to get Watts of Westminster wallpaper as well. But there is absolutely no way that I could have been paneling the rooms as they would have been in the past, putting something as exquisite as this paper onto the walls and bringing back the whole Renaissance feel to these important rooms in the original part of the chateau. These are the rooms in which the Marquis used to live. This was his apartment. Without each and every one of my patrons, this would not have been possible. So a heartfelt thank you from me to absolutely all of you. Right, I'm going to leave you working on the design of the coving, and I'm in charge of dinner tonight, so I'm going to go and see what we've got in the house. I'm going to start off by seeing if we've got anything in the garden, and if we do, at this time of year, it won't be much. We have exactly 4 forlorn red cabbages, and I definitely think we should use one of those. We have rhubarb, but it's definitely not ready yet. It's going to take a little longer. The new pear trees are covered in buds. And as Davy chose them, partly for their blossom, I can't wait to see it. I hope we don't get any late frosts. No way. We have Brussels sprouts. We have loads of sprouts and they are ready. Well, that's it. Forget the red cabbage. It is Brussels sprout night. I'll be honest, I don't know how popular that's going to make me in the kitchen tonight. I've pushed back our complex peacock-proof netting, i.e. barely peacock-proof at all. And there we go, grabbing the sprouts. You just twist them off. Ah, rich pickings here. Aha! Someone saw that the Fort Knox of peacock netting had been moved and is trying to make inroads into the Brussels sprouts, showing exactly why we have the netting in the first place, hey Sif? Nice try. Actually, she's quite clever. Poor Kirsty, the peacocks are the bane of her life. There's only 5 of us tonight, so I think this should do. Bye, Sif. Oh my goodness, I hadn't seen Life, Love and Laughter since before Venice, and they've grown so big that I can see now that I think one is a male. Oh, look at that neck, it's completely different to the other 2. Exhibit A, Exhibit B, Exhibit C. Hello, gorgeous. That is such exciting news. We were really hoping that one was a boy, and Kirsty always said she thought one was. It looks as though she was right. I'm just going to leave those there for a minute because being outside made me want to go and see if the daffodils have come up at all, because I spotted them when I was out here with Nick just before Venice and they were starting to come up. Well, there's no flowers yet, but they're much taller than they were. And I think that it won't be too long until they open. And there's lots and lots of clumps of them. They're coming up all over the place. And it's such a joy seeing the woods now after all the work that's been done. And bit by bit, it's getting cleared up, ready for the planting to start. I'll come back outside next week and maybe we'll have more luck with daffodils then. I better get washing and preparing. It's amazing, isn't it, how they look really ropey when you bring them in from the garden, and the minute you take the outside leaves off and cut them in half, they look pretty delicious, don't they? So I'm just cutting them in half, except for the really big ones. Those ones I'm doing in quarters. And because we're still thinking a little bit about Italy as we were there, I'm going to do pasta tonight, and we're going to have Brussels sprouts. I like to cook them with no water touching them, so I will cook them in olive oil with garlic on a very high heat until they're all crispy and delicious. Might put some butter in there as well. And then make it with pasta. You made Brussels sprouts in the garden.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. Okay, basically Kirsty made Brussels sprouts in the garden.
I think it tends to either be they've made themselves or Kirsty's made them.
I think we're going to give Kirsty the credit for these.
I think we should, it's fair, yeah.
Because you're going to be mainly on the big machinery.
Yeah.
Your earthworks now.
Yeah. I'm the big boss man now.
Yeah, you're one of the big boys around here, hanging out with Amaury, moving tons of earth, that sort of thing.
Just all the manly stuff.
Yeah.
Which clearly I'm built for. I'll try one, or save me one.
Yeah, we'll do. I'm just chopping up lots of garlic because this is a very, very plain recipe. I just use olive oil, Brussels sprouts and garlic, and of course some salt because I can't cook without salt. So instead of spaghetti aglio olio, it will be spaghetti aglio olio Brussels sproutsio. And I think that is the actual Italian name for this dish.
Does it come from Latin, that?
Yes, the sproutsio bit.
No, I want to know what it's in Latin.
I don't know what the Italian for Brussels sprouts is. Philip has just looked up what they are in Italian, and it's cavoletti di Bruxelles. There, cavoletti di Bruxelles. Alright, in they go to the very hot oil. Ooh, there we go. We'll do with a bigger pan actually. I'm going to leave them to caramelise and then keep turning them in the hot oil. I'm going to run up and get the flowers that Mary left in my bedroom and we'll add those to the table. Amazing. And I'm going to put it in here. It will go beautifully, in the kitchen. Perfect. So now we have 2 incredible displays here. Let's clean this vase and get back to the Brussels sprouts. I've added the garlic and they're looking dark and crispy and caramelized and soft in the center. Oh, it smells good with the garlic. And now I'm boiling the water for the pasta. Obviously nobody can come back from Italy without really weird and amazing pasta. And we are no different. So we came back with fusilli Capri. Now we weren't in Capri, but this just looked too good not to bring back. How amazing are they? Made for Brussels sprouts. So I've made a lot of water. I was once told that Italians insist on cooking pasta in as water as copious and salty as the Mediterranean. I'm getting the vinaigrette ready. And for that I have a 15-year-old balsamic vinegar. It's just so gloopy. Oh, it can barely even pour out. And I'll mix that with salt before adding a little bit of mustard and olive oil. There we go. It makes a nice, lovely, emulsified consistency. I don't have enough of that pasta for 5 people. Also with the Brussels sprouts, it wouldn't make a very copious sauce. So I'm also using leftovers, because we're always trying to use the leftovers. When Marie was here, she made the most delicious pasta with lemon and peas, and we missed that because we were still in Venice. But I don't want to waste this. So I've added a little bit of vegetable stock to loosen it all up. I'm going to cover it in cheese, bake it in the oven. I have lots of little odds and ends of cheese. This is the perfect way of using those. I've covered this in a mixture of the 3 different cheeses, and now it is going into the oven. Oh, Philip, you've done it again.
Oh, thanks.
It's so pretty.
I just put some lids down.
You know what? I'd missed home. I loved Venice, but I had definitely missed being here. And there's the salad with some peppers and beans. It's all done. We're just waiting for the pasta now.
Who chose this salad cutlery?
Me!
But look at the blue and white. I seem to remember that we would send a beautiful pair of spode.
Oh, yeah, let's use them.
That's what I thought.
Well, there we go. So we have the Brussels sprout pasta, the pasta bake, which I'm really excited about with Marie's pasta, the salad, and oh yes, the moment we've been waiting for.
Have you seen the amazing
I know,
shape there?
they're really stunning. But can I just say, Philip, all the little candles.
You like it?
Yeah, I love it. Right, let's call everyone. So how are the Brussels sprouts, guys?
Good.
Yes?
They're from the garden, I heard.
They are from the garden. So we can tell Kirsty, great job. Mm-hmm. Well, you know what we need now? Goes without saying. Cheers! Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Good to be home. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like because it helps us enormously with the YouTube algorithm. And for more Chateau content, don't forget to subscribe. A huge thank you to all of my patrons, especially the Dauphins and Dauphines of Lalande, Yadeland Ether, Alice Allen, Dan Bander, Wailing Banshee, Cecilia Begum, Denise Behrens, Lauren Bell, Jill Bidwell, Candice Blackburn, Danal Banakovic, Candice and Ed Borkowski, Brandon and John Michael, Paulina Calabra, Matthew Chupp, Gregory Clear, Linda Sue Concepcion, Erin Conklin, Zoe Dork, Sylvia Dem, Jim Demersman and Richard Patton, Nord, Sakura Dennis, Jason Doobie, Jackie Ellison, Nicholas W. Fairfax, Kevin Fossum, Fifi Greenberg, Donald Guttmiller, Crystal Hardy, Delane Holbrook, Kim Hasselhoff, David and Tong Henderson, Camilla Herrera, Jacqueline Holmes and Ken Bates, Karen and Mike Hopper, Sandra Hawley, John Hostetler, Melissa Jansen, Sandra Carafa, Brian Kelsey and Phil Burnt, Jimmy Kemp, Dave and Summer Lalande, Morgan Lawley, Angel Leonard, Elizabeth and Eno, Shelley Little, Janet Huff Lombard, Radhika Madala, Marina, Frank Martin, Grant and Erin McClune, Joanna Morton, Jerry Mullen, Karen Nicholson, Kathy Norrie, JC Ward, Ellen Person, Wendy Piatek, Frank Poposky and James Snow, Tamara Price, Armin Rahman, Tonya Renee, Colette Retif, Hanny Ross, Mary Ryan, Elizabeth Scanlon, Sven Schreiber, Jennifer Shanks, Sharon, Rebecca Shorrock, Carl and Laurie Siebert, Teresa Sloan, Sabina Soapti, Nanette Solverson, Monty Stepura, Renee Valelli, Victoria, Jessica Walker, Laura Watkins, Lucas Wallen, James Whalen, Linda Viest, Christine Wilson, Greg Wood, David Young and Ludovico Ordinazzo. And thanks to all of you.